Again, Ford slips a tackle, 15, 10, 5, touchdown!
On the field, a running back can't hesitate. He must make quick decisions and stick with it. Sophomore Jakori Ford knows this better than anyone. He carries more on his shoulders than most.
Almost every day, I would wake up and just cry because, you know, some of it was my fault, some of it I couldn't control, but I knew that if I could get through it, it was going to be something way brighter on the end, and I'm here.
A star player at Natomas High School in Sacramento, Ford started his collegiate career at American River College, where the 5'8" running back hoped he could prove he belonged at the Division I level. In just the second game of the season, however, it wasn't a question of whether Ford could play. It became a question of whether he would ever be able to walk again.
Well, we were running inside zone to the left. So I get the ball, and then I make the cut back this way in the defensive end. His helmet just went straight into my knee as I planted. And they told me what it was. It wasn't even a question of football anymore for the first couple of weeks. It was a question of if I was even going to keep my leg.
The hit had dislocated Ford's left knee and tore almost every ligament. He underwent 2 surgeries to repair the damage to his knee. Contemplating a return to the football field, months later his life changed again, this time in the form of a little girl, his daughter Kari.
She's the reason why I'm here. I got her tattooed on my arm. The whole bottom half of my right arm is dedicated to her. She's on the back of my tail pad. I love her so much.
After working tirelessly to gain back his explosiveness, the battle to return to the field now had to take a back seat for a fight that went beyond a career in football.
They told me, they said, well, you're either going to have to get custody of your daughter or you're going to play football. And then it was a no-brainer from the jump. You know, that was a decision. I felt like, well, if I never play football again, I want to have my daughter. I have part-time jobs and still have to go to school. And I just committed myself. Work hard now and, you know, rest later.
Ford was eventually granted full custody. Now that he had his daughter, football became a possibility once again. And that opportunity came when Idaho State came to Sacramento to scout Ford's training partner, future NFL prospect James Sample. The Bengals came to watch a safety. What they found was a running back.
I always felt like I could play Division I football from the jump, from day one. And when I got here, me and my brother, we drove up from Sacramento, and, you know, the first day of pads, first day we got our helmets, he took my helmet and wrote on a little piece of tape, he wrote "all for Kari," and then he put it in my helmet, and he was just like, just to remind you why we even here. It's the only reason we even here.
It's cliche to say football means more than wins and losses, but winning to Jakori Ford is different. It's knowing that every carry, every yard, and every day he straps on a helmet means another step towards a brighter future for himself and, more importantly, his daughter.
You know, I can't go back to the sideline thinking, you know, I was too tired to carry the ball. What am I going to tell my daughter? I was too tired, so you don't get to eat today? That's how I talk to myself. So I just keep it moving, keep it pushing. She means everything to me, and I talk to her every day. I love her so much. I can't imagine my life without her.
Now, what's cool about this is when Idaho State found him, they said, no guarantees. We may have a spot. You come in as a walk-on, walked on last year, and now he's a full scholarship athlete. So he's going to school under scholarship. He's going to get his bachelor's degree in the fall, going for his master's, and his daughter's moving out to Pocatello in July.
Yeah, sounds like a great guy, greater dad. And to go from almost losing your leg to playing Division I football, that's crazy.
You know what? He's got it together, and that's something to be said for someone so young.
Yeah, good for him. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back with another look at the forecast. Stay with us.
Local people, local